Drive through any wealthy neighborhood and you'll see it immediately. The yards that stop you, that make you stare, they're not the biggest or most elaborate. They're the ones where everything looks intentional. I've redesigned over 400 properties in the past decade, and here's what shocked me. I've seen $50,000 yards that look cheap and $5,000 yards that look like a $50,000 investment. The difference isn't budget, it's knowing which upgrades actually deliver that high-end aesthetic. Today I'm breaking down the 10 upgrades that separate properties people notice from the ones they ignore. Number 1 is so powerful that once you understand it, you'll wonder why every property doesn't have it. Let's go. Number 10. Defined lawn edges. Look at any expensive property and you'll see a razor-sharp edge between the lawn and garden beds, not fuzzy, intentional. Most people use plastic or metal borders that fail within years. Metal catches mower blades, plastic goes brittle in UV light, brick shifts in freeze-thaw cycles. Here's what actually works. A spade-cut trench, 3 to 4 inches deep. Sharp on the lawn side, angled on the bed side. Touch it up once yearly with a shovel. It never fails. It never needs replacing. It looks intentional forever. I had a client try everything: metal, plastic, brick. Nothing worked. When I showed her the spade-cut method, she was skeptical. 6 months later, she called saying it was the best advice she'd gotten. Her entire yard suddenly looked sharper. Every plant looked better. The whole property read as one designed landscape. That single detail changed how people perceived her entire home. Number 9. Layered foundation plantings. Foundation plants should frame your house beautifully. Most people plant 3 identical shrubs in a straight line like soldiers. It looks institutional, not expensive. An expensive landscape looks expensive because it required thought. Layering is the answer. Start with a focal point, a columnar shrub or small tree. Build around it with medium-height plants featuring different textures. Add low ground covers, vary foliage color and leaf shape. Suddenly it looks designed because it is. I redesigned a property with 3 identical boxwoods under the front windows. Looked like a hotel. We replaced one with a dwarf Japanese maple with burgundy foliage. Added a loropetalum with wine-colored leaves, and filled the base with ornamental sedge. The transformation was shocking. The homeowner's mother asked if they'd hired a professional designer. Investment, $400, visual impact, worth 10 times that. This is the power of layering. It reads expensive because it requires actual knowledge to execute correctly. Number 8. Correct mulch depth. Most people apply 1 inch of mulch. It fades in 3 months. The real move is 3 to 4 inches of quality, dark mulch applied once. At that depth, the visual impact is dramatic. Plants pop immediately. Weed seeds can't germinate through it. You only replace it every 2 to 3 years instead of annually. One client swore her entire yard looked different after we upgraded mulch depth. Same plants, same layout, only the mulch changed. She said it felt like someone professionally styled her entire front yard. That's the power of this detail. It's doing 80% of the visual work with almost zero maintenance. Number 7. Permeable gravel pathways. Pathways define movement and make spaces feel designed. Concrete is too industrial. Pavers are expensive. Gravel looks sophisticated when done right. The critical detail: steel edging set flush with the ground. It contains gravel, prevents migration into the lawn, and never catches mower blades. Add a compacted base and permeable membrane. Now you have a path that drains beautifully, suppresses weeds, and solves hidden drainage problems. I installed these at a property with chronic water issues. It looked like a design decision and simultaneously fixed a drainage problem they'd dealt with for 3 years. That's the expensive move. Number 6. Native and climate-adapted plants. When people hear native plants, they picture weeds. That's outdated. Native plants look designed and expensive because they thrive in your climate. No supplemental irrigation after year 1. No fertilizer, no pest problems. They get more vigorous every season instead of declining. I replaced struggling perennials with native grasses at a project. Year 1, the client wasn't sure. Year 3, she said it was the best investment she'd made. Her realtor told her it increased property value. Native plantings read expensive because they function like a real ecosystem, not a high-maintenance collection of struggling plants. Number 5. Smart irrigation with weather sensors. Standard timers water on a fixed schedule regardless of rain. Smart controllers connect to local weather, skip cycles after rainfall, and adjust for temperature. Result: consistent health all season. A healthy, vibrant yard reads expensive. A patchy, stressed yard reads neglected. Consistency separates amateur from professional. Zone mapping matters as much as the controller. Grass zones separate from bed zones. Sun zones separate from shade zones. Get this right and your yard looks like someone who knows what they're doing maintains it. Number 4. Low voltage landscape lighting. Most people skip outdoor lighting or grab cheap solar stakes. Modern low voltage systems use plug-in transformers and snap connectors, no electrician needed. Install once, runs on a timer automatically. A dark yard looks neglected. A properly lit yard feels designed. Use 3 layers, path. Lights for safety, uplights on key plants for atmosphere. Warm string lights overhead for warmth. Keep everything at 2700 Kelvin or warmer. Warm light makes spaces feel intentional and expensive. Number 3. Columnar screening plants. Most fast-growing privacy screens don't stop. They outgrow spaces, become wind hazards, or spread underground. The expensive move. Columnar plants with narrow shape and defined height. Sky pencil holly, emerald green arborvitae, or degroots spire cedar depending on climate. They reach there. Height and stop. No constant pruning. No fighting the plant for 5 years. Pick based on mature size, not growth rate. A plant that reaches the right height and stops is maintenance-free. That's the upgrade. Number 2. Hardscapes that age well. Stamped concrete looks great for 2 years, then cracks everywhere. Decorative paint fades unevenly. The expensive move. Materials that age gracefully. Natural stone weathering richer over time. Untreated wood developing silver patina. Steel oxidizing to natural rust. These materials look better in year 3 than year 1. That's expensive. Most people buy cheap and watch it deteriorate, then they realize upgrading would have cost less than repairs. Number 1. Pondless water feature. Invisible sightline. This single upgrade transforms everything. Traditional ponds fail. Algae blooms, mosquitoes, liner leaks. A pondless recirculating feature solves all problems. Water flows over stone, disappears into underground gravel reservoir. Pump recirculates continuously. No standing. Water means no algae, no mosquitoes, no problems. Maintenance is minimal. Check the pump twice yearly. The real magic, position it where you can see it from inside your house. I moved a feature from a corner to a kitchen window sightline. That single decision transformed the entire property. Every time the homeowner made dinner, they saw moving water. The yard felt like a resort instead of a suburban home. It became the focal point. Guests comment on first, critical detail. Don't undersize the pump. Go one size larger. Price difference is minimal. Visual impact is massive. A proper pump creates gentle flow that's visually and acoustically satisfying. This single feature changes how a yard reads and feels completely. These 10 upgrades look expensive because they're intentional. Sharp edges, layered plantings, correct mulch depth, smart details. Your yard doesn't need complexity to look designed. It needs thought in the right places. Which one are you doing first? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe for more that actually works. I'll see you in the next one.